Hey, this is Yhimself with a new kick tutorial. I've made several before, but in this one I'll talk and explain what I do. A hardstyle kick can be very difficult. It's something you have to practice a lot. It takes a lot of experience to know what you have to do to get a certain result. So it takes a lot of time and you'll have to be patient. You can use any kind of VST generator to make a hardstyle kick. You can use Zebra, Hydra, Dramazon. You just need to be able to shape the envelope of the pitch. But first I'll have to show you how to make a clubby kick. Like this one. Because you're gonna need the first impact of something like that to make the torque for a hardstyle kick. It's just a simple standard clubby kick. So if you have one, you can skip this step. But I can show you how to make something sound like that. First you just start with a simple sine wave kick. I'm gonna use EKS9 on G notes. This is just the bass, the punch for it. I'll tweak it a bit with the pogo effect. Yeah, sounds about right. Now I can add some distortion to it and equalizer and stuff. This preset there is one I made. It's just a bandpass fat at around 600 Hz and 12, 35. Be careful not to have the LFO on. Be careful to turn it off or it's gonna mess up the filter. Turn on the volume. And I'll record that. And take it back in. And I'll clean the channel, back to the kick, and in this. And you can add like a clap or a snare in the kick. Just make a short envelope for it. You can add a snare. You can also add a hi-hat to it. I'll record that. Put it back in and get rid of these. Add some more distortion to this. I'll record this. It's just a lot of work to just fine tune and add distortion and record it back in, add more stuff, equalize. It's a lot of work just getting it's just about getting rough impacts with a kick. I'll put the bass back in it and record that. It's starting to sound pretty good. Yeah, there we got that's a pretty nice clubby kick with a lot of texture in the impact. I think we can use this. So I'll just save it for now as clubby kick here. And we can start on the hardstyle kick itself. I will be using 3x oscillator in this tutorial. Yeah, I'll use a sine wave. I'm gonna record it into Edison first, so I have I can save just this wave shape here, the sine wave shape. There. Save that. A sine wave. So that I can load this sine wave into the 3x oscillator. We can load up custom sound waves in this one. I'll put all the oscillators on the same pitch. Now we have this sound here, this sine wave in here. I'll just fix the envelope. I'll put it on the G note. I think that's a G. Yep. What I can do now that I have imported this sine wave in this sample tab here, I can use the pogo effects to kind of skew the sample. It's still a sine wave, but it's asymmetrical now. It's a different length on the underside to the upper side. That will make give us a lot of give us more sound to work with when we start with the distortion. I'll put a pitch on it to make the punch. You can see that if I don't have this pogo effect, I get this hardcore kick instead, and you will have a really hard time making an interesting hardstyle kick out of a plain sine synth, sine waveform. You have to skew the sound, the waveform a bit. Just skewing it a little bit makes the sound a lot more interesting. bass boost there. Yeah, I'll put it to the 150 BPMs. I'm just gonna add the bass boosts one more at 80 Hz. Put on the limiter here, just to stop it from peaking. And I'll record one G note of this kick. I like to adjust the volume while I record my notes to get like a fall off on the volume. Like so. Put the kick back in here on the G note here. You see, I'll have to adjust the root notes because the sample is on the G note and not a C. You have to adjust the root notes with your right mouse button. just put a bass boost on here. And now we can put in the talk. From this one. The clubby kick we made. Put some distortion on it. And what you can do is I'll shorten it a bit. You can use the pogo effect here. Pitch it down a bit, and you can even use the time stretching. Put it on auto, and stretch it a little bit. Then it's starting to sound like a talk now. It's very easy to make, very simple to make a clubby kick into a talk. You just cut out everything but the first little bits and use the pogo effect a bit and time stretch it a bit, pitch it a bit down and add some distortion. And you can also equalize it a bit. Yeah, sounds pretty good. You can do this over again. The pogo effect and time stretching and pitching. Just don't overdo it or it will lose its integrity to have an impact. Now instead of side chaining the talk to the kick, you can just put some attack on the envelope, on the volume. Like so, and you'll make room for a talk. I'm gonna route both the kick and the talk into a new channel. Pitch the talk down a bit, sounds like it fits better now. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice. I can even add some more distortion on both the talk and the kick together. I'll put a limiter here to adjust the volume. I'm gonna boost the highs a little bit in the kick. I'm gonna add some bass with my bass booster. Just adding some character into the kick with the help of some equalizing. I'll also take some of the mids out generally. Limit the peaks. It's just a matter of a lot of tweaking and adjusting settings and adjusting equalizers and distortions. You don't have to follow exactly how I do in this tutorial, just something like it. You can do a bit different in your equalizing, and you can do a lot of different things to make it sound unique. I'm going to sample out one long note of this kick now. Just to gather it. And remember to set the root note and put an envelope and increase the trim to... It's a short and neat way to just get rid of this silencer before and after the sample. Yeah, this kick is pretty well done now. It's not the best kick I've ever made, but it's hard to make a very good kick while I'm doing this tutorial. So if you just you'll just have to spend a lot more time tweaking and perfecting the kick when you're making one than I did in this tutorial. And you can get a better sounding kick than I have. So I can sample out the kick now in a scale kind of way, like I always do. I have a tutorial on it, but I can explain what I'm doing here. Now I have just this sample with long notes on the G notes. But if I want to pitch this kick, I have an easy way to import kicks into new projects and have them stored. I can use this template I made here. It's like the long note of the kick here. First on the G note, just to hear what it sounds like on the G notes. Then on the next one I always start on the G note to get the talk and the punch on the same pitch, so it will sound equal on every note. But then I glide the note down to so the bass will be on the pitch I want it to be on. It's a bit hard to explain, but you'll see what I mean when I export this. I'll end up with a WAV file, a very long WAV file with all these notes in it after each other, and then I can just load that wave file into an FL slicer and use that FL slicer just as a synth. Yeah, I can just export this now. There we go. I'm just gonna load up a new here now. I'll add a Fruity Slicer, turn off auto dump, then load the sample. I find the kick we made. It loads it up and it tries to slice it up as good as it can, but it's sometimes you get these small artifacts here, so you can select dull auto slicing. That should make it slice one note in each slice, and that will of course equals to one of these notes will be the same as the tone of the notes. And also be careful when you do this that it auto changes the stretching. You don't want that. You want to put this back to 100%. This is with the stretching on. But if you put it back to 100%, it sounds better. And there you have it. There. You can use it as a simple synthesizer now. And you have the kick very easily accessible. As you can see, I have a lot of kicks, and can easily hear how it sounds and just load it up into FL Slicer, select Dull Auto Slicing, and you have it just like a synthesizer. I guess that's it for this tutorial now. Be creative with this technique and try out different things, and you'll make some cool kicks.